You've been lied to about money. And the worst part is, you believed it your entire life. Not because you were careless, not because you didn't try hard enough, but because the lie was everywhere. It was taught in schools, repeated by parents, reinforced by society, so it didn't feel like a lie. It felt like truth. From a young age, the message was simple. Work hard, stay consistent, be responsible, and eventually, you'll be financially secure. It sounds reasonable, even logical. And for most people, it becomes the foundation of how they think about money. So they follow the script. They study. They get a job. They work longer hours. They push harder, believing that effort will eventually translate into wealth. But something doesn't add up, because if that formula actually worked, the hardest working people would be the richest. And they're not. Look around. The people working the longest hours, taking on the most physically demanding jobs, often struggling the most financially, are following the system. They're doing everything right, and yet they're stuck. Meanwhile, others somehow create more income, more freedom, and more control over their time. If hard work is the answer, why doesn't it lead to the same result for everyone? This is where the first crack in the system appears. You were taught that money is a direct reward for how hard you work. But in reality, money doesn't respond to effort. It responds to value. Imagine two people working equally hard. One spends hours doing repetitive tasks. The other spends time solving problems that are rare and difficult. The market doesn't measure how hard something feels. It measures how valuable it is. And value is determined by demand, scarcity, and impact. If you believe hard work is the key, you'll focus on doing more instead of doing differently. You'll chase longer hours instead of better opportunities. The world doesn't operate on fairness. It operates on leverage. Leverage of skills, leverage of systems, leverage of attention. They shift their focus from effort to effectiveness, from time to outcomes, from labor to leverage. And suddenly the rules start to look different. Why was an entire generation taught a formula that doesn't consistently lead to wealth? Was it just outdated advice? Or was it something more intentional? Maybe the biggest financial lie isn't just incorrect. Maybe it's functional, because a system built on effort keeps people working. If hard work isn't the real path to financial success, then what is? Money doesn't flow to effort. It flows through systems. Think about how most people earn money. They trade time for income. An hour worked equals a fixed amount earned. But time is finite. Leverage is what allows one action to produce multiple results. Instead of earning once for your effort, you earn repeatedly. Their work compounds, and that changes everything. Because wealth isn't built in moments. It's built through accumulation. Psychologically, the fear of losing what you have often feels stronger than the desire to gain something new. This is loss aversion. A predictable system needs predictable behavior. If you believe hard work alone is enough, you won't question the structure. You begin to ask new questions. Not how hard do I need to work, but does this create long-term value? Effort without direction leads to exhaustion. Effort with strategy leads to results. That's the difference between movement and progress. You stop measuring your value purely by how hard you work. You start looking for alignment between what you do and what it produces. The goal was never to reject hard work. It was to recognize that effort alone isn't enough, but aligned effort is powerful. If you want to keep uncovering the hidden psychology behind money and the systems shaping your life, subscribe. Because the more you understand, the more intentional your decisions become.